across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 3 o'clock. I'm Ollie Price with your Solent Sports News Bulletin headlines. Wales are set for a crucial Euro 2024 playoff game against Poland in Cardiff later tonight. Both teams have breezed past their previous opponents, with Wales comfortably thrashing Finland 4-1. Wales manager Rob Page expresses pride in their recent unbeaten streak and their hopes for qualification.
The reaction we've had in the autumn since from September onwards, 7 games unbeaten now since that, that's an incredible reaction from those players, and that speaks volumes about them.
There's some South Coast interest in the match tonight as two Saints players go head-to-head. Jamie Olazinski, who's live outside St Mary's. We're going to Jamie. Hello, Jamie. What have you got for us?
Hello, Ollie. Thank you very much. Yes, I am stood outside of what is currently a very wet, very dreary, and not very nice St Mary's to be around. I've had to duck underneath some cover just to get away from the rain. But we'll talk back to the football. It's Wales versus Poland tonight. As you said, it's the battle. Jan Bednarek versus David Brooks. Only one of them can take their nation through to Euro 2024. David Brooks in a good bit of form, not only for Saints, but also for Wales. He scored in their last match. But of course, the winner goes through into pretty much what's the group of death, containing Austria, France, and the Netherlands. So yes, two Saints will march against each other tonight. And I believe Millie Payne has more for you.
Wales are halfway there. They have set up a playoff final against Poland in Cardiff on Tuesday.
Get yourself in front of the telly tonight, football fans, to find out whether it's Wales or Poland who makes it into Euro 2024. It's a big night for some South Coast players tonight. The Saints loanee David Brooks is set to start for Wales.
Hi, I'm George Rees-Julian. I'm going to be covering the Wales game tonight for the Southern Daily Echo.
And the rebound is in! David Brooks gives Wales the perfect start!
David Brooks' form has somewhat flown under the radar compared to some of the other Wales forwards because he's not had the whole season where he's been doing it, but he's got 10 goal involvements in his last 10 games. When you've got a player in that good of a form, you kind of back them to do something in every single game they play, and he caused Finland so many problems.
And defender Jan Bednarek will be on Poland's back line.
By Kurzawa and thumped home by Jan Bednarek! And Poland have reason to smile.
Bednarek's come under quite a lot of criticism from Polish media and supporters for his role in the goal that they conceded, and he's kind of had to come out and defend himself and say, look, we won 5-1, they've scored from their only shot. Bednarek, we've seen this season for Southampton, he's someone who can really put in an amazing performance, completely deny attackers the opportunity to score and even score a goal himself.
Both sides reached this year's Euro playoff finals with huge wins against Finland and Estonia. That's BBC Wales journalist Chris Wathen.
That Finland win, wasn't a complete performance, but certainly it always felt comfortable. I think there'll be questions asked, which there always will be at the end of a campaign. And Rob Page is quite an interesting scenario because he could be leading Wales to a third major finals with no other Wales manager has managed more than one major final.
And we asked some people on the streets of Southampton who they wanted to win tonight, and surprisingly, even England fans were saying Wales.
Wales. Love Wales, land of the dragons. Plus British, so, Polish people are less likely to beat me up than the Welsh who are like, it's a proximity thing.
Oh, Wales, of course. Oh, because Wales is part of the UK, and it's like I always support the local team.
Wales, because it's a British team.
Wales. I'm an Englishman, but I'm going to support the home nations anyway.
Oh, Wales, of course. Well, they're one of our national teams. Well, Poland is it's not as national as Wales.
Well, I don't watch football, so I guess it was England as an option.
So whoever wins this crunch tie tonight will have to face the group of death in the Euros this summer and play France, the Netherlands and Austria.
I'm going to go back outside St Mary's with Jamie. Jamie, who do you think is going to make the biggest impact out of all the players tonight, and what's your prediction for the score?
Yes, thank you very much, Ollie. Update, well, it is still raining outside of St Mary's, but in terms of players, I think that will have an impact. We've already mentioned it, but David Brooks, he scored against Finland in the match before. I think he's got a big part to play. Sorry, Brennan Johnson, Dan James, that Welsh front line has got a lot of speed to it. But if you're talking in terms of players that are going to be a standout, it's got to be Robert Lewandowski, the bagsman, the goal scorer. He's going to find the net at least once, you'd think so. And in terms of the score prediction, There's going to be goals, I think, but I think it could be a pretty level game. Two sides that can defensively shut down opponents. So it's going to be swings and roundabouts. I'm going to see it going to the distance. I think Wales might just have it on spot kicks.
Thank you, Jamie. And now we're going to look at the England versus Belgium game with our football correspondent, Harrison Richards.
That's a dangerous ball. Vinicius Junior, he's got a shooting opportunity, and the follow-up is in. And it's Endrick, the 17-year-old.
Tonight, England host Belgium at Wembley in one of their final preparation games for the upcoming Euros.
Brazil the lead.
It's the Three Lions' second friendly this international break, having already suffered a 1-0 loss to Brazil last Saturday, which has once again left question as to whether Gareth Southgate could win England some silverware. Local Southampton residents were also very split on whether the 53-year-old is the right man for the job.
He should go, not what England team needs. He needs energy, like we've got so many youth and the way he plays is not progressive enough.
He should stay, he's a good manager.
I'm not into football, mate, so you're asking the wrong person.
Oh, I'll say yes, he should stay.
He's a politician. We don't know, we're not from here. So.
Have you ever heard that band that goes, should I stay or should I go now?
If you say that you are mine.
Well, I think you should give him another go. I think he was one of the best footballers.
I know nothing about football. I guess he should stay.
Regardless of the noise in the media and the criticisms surrounding his so-called dull and boring style of play, he has brought success for England and is historically the most successful England manager since Sir Alf Ramsey. The current squad is also closer than ever, with club rivalries going out the window when the international duties arrive, something that hasn't been so easy to achieve in the past. One player Southgate has been able to rely upon during his reign is Arsenal midfielder Declan Rice, who is making his 50th appearance tonight and will captain the side.
Since I've first come into the team, he's always made me feel at home. I've always felt so comfortable playing under him, and like I said, I've really grown in confidence. So on my 50th cap to walk out of Wembley in front of my family, my friends, yeah, it's an absolute honour. I think you can see it by my face, a bit speechless to be honest with you.
England currently find themselves in a difficult position, with many core players out. Southgate has stated it's a chance for the younger players to shine. And tonight is a huge opportunity for the likes of Anthony Gordon, Jared Byrne and Kobbie Mainoo to impress further.
Some of our core group, Kane, Trippier, Walker, Maguire, not with us. So different feel about the group, different dynamic, and that's a great opportunity for other people to step up, to lead, to grow, and that's important.
However, with Southgate's job up in the summer and Manchester United rumours lurking, the upcoming Euros could be the last chance for Southgate to bring silverware home.
With Northern Ireland, Scotland and Ireland all playing in international friendlies respectively, we'll now cross over to non-league. Non-league day is a celebration of all the smaller and local football clubs across the country, and it's a great day out for all the family. Nathan Rawlings reports on the impact it has.
Saturday was a big day for lots of clubs around the country as it was non-league day. This is a chance for the lower league clubs to show what they have on offer. For clubs, it also means that more fans come through the gates.
Hi, this is James Doe, the founder of Non-League Day, just giving a few reflections on this year's event. Having crunched the figures so far for the National League and National League North and South, very positive news indeed. The National League itself saw an average increase of 23.7%, the National League North 25.7%, and the National League South 29.2%, which gives an average increase for the three divisions of the National League of 26.2%.
Anyone can get involved and it's inclusive for all.
Non-league football, it's a bit more of a community feel and a family feel.
That was Eastleigh Media team member Jack Bunclark explaining just how big it is for the lower league clubs.
Selling, Kevin Phillips, obviously the Hartlepool manager, Glenn Murray, some real big names in the game coming down to, little old Eastleigh. And it's just a really great occasion. The Premier League trophy is there, and it's just huge. It puts Eastleigh on the map a little bit more.
Further down the pyramid, Winchester City travelled to the capital to face Hendon, where there was a significant rise in attendance with lots of families coming along to see their local club in action. City manager Craig Davis spoke about how great it was to see new faces coming along.
Yeah, pleased for Hendon. It looked like a good day. There's loads of kids here. Obviously, it's probably all the noise in the background running around on the pitch, and it's what non-league football's about.
Although non-league day is mainly about the clubs and fans, the people behind the scenes are really what keeps the club ticking. Vavel journalist Jack Nessing gives a voice for the volunteers.
You know, and non-league day also highlights the work of volunteers. But without these people, non-league would cease to exist. It wouldn't function. You wouldn't have teams, clubs, you wouldn't have pitches to play on.
Overall, non-league day is a special one for all local clubs and fans. So by the time it comes around this time next year, get down and support your local. Nathan Rawlings, Solent Sports News.
And now we're going to go to a media officer at Eastleigh, Matt Gibbs. So Matt, how many more people actually come to the games during the international breaks at non-league level?
So yeah, obviously I was at the Silver Lake Stadium on Saturday when Eastleigh played Hartlepool, and there was I'd say pretty significant increase in supporters. Southampton put out a social media post with Kelvin Davis, the Eastleigh manager and former Southampton player, basically telling people to come down, and I think it clearly must have done its bit.
Yeah, definitely. And it's so important, isn't it, non-league day, and because it preaches about the volunteer work that people do for football clubs. Do you think it's as important at Eastleigh as well?
Yeah, I mean, I know as a fact that quite a lot of people around the club at Eastleigh are volunteers. I know people that work the turnstiles, quite a lot of the stewards. I know, obviously, myself, media team. There is a lot of us that do volunteer around the club, and it is a big part. It plays a big part in sort of just the match day experience.
Thank you, Matt. Okay, now we're going to go over to tennis now, as Andy Murray says he'll be back with one hip and no ankle ligaments when the time is right. The former world number one revealed he's set to be out for an extended period after suffering another injury in his Miami Open defeat to Thomas Mahach. Murray faces a race against time to be back for Wimbledon this summer. Meanwhile, British women's number one Katie Boulter is out of the tournament in Florida. She was beaten in straight sets by two-time Grand Slam champion Victoria Azarenka. Last but not least, Josh Jablonski, who asked Southampton Public their thoughts on how well the Team GB sailing team will do in the Olympics.
The Solent is supposed to be the sailing capital of the UK, and with the Olympics coming up this summer in Paris, we ventured down to Ocean Village to talk to locals about whether they'll be watching Team GB this summer.
I very much doubt that.
Not sailing.
Not sailing.
Probably not, no.
Probably
More
not sailing.
athletics or something like that.
I'm an American, so I'm going to be watching Team USA, but I'm hoping Team GB does really well.
Yes. I'm going to watch all the Olympics. Yeah.
It seems that despite this claim, people weren't at all interested in sailing, so instead we got an expert.
In the NAC 17s, which was the senior boat tour I competed in, we've got John Gimson and Anna Burnett, who are currently ranked between number 1 and number 2 in the world in our NAC 17 fleet. So specifically in that fleet, very strong chances of winning.
That was Hector Bunclark, who has been sailing for nearly a decade and has represented Team GB in the sport. He thinks we have a great chance at winning medals this year, but will face strong competition from the Italians.
Their main competition is the Italian team. Over the rest of the fleets, we tend to be quite highly ranked, obviously, with a strong history in sailing and boating throughout the centuries. We'll actually stand a very good chance overall as well to collect a few medals in the sailing across the various different fleets.
You can look forward to seeing how Team GB get on this summer as they look to continue their domination in the sport. That's all for now. Josh Jablonski, Solent Sports News.
And that's all from us now. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentsportsnews.com. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.